Good morning students. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I have already uploaded one video on sequence and series and discuss some questions. Today in this video we will take up some more questions which are asked in the various years. So first of all, question is, suppose S is the sum of the convergent series sigma n varies from 1 to infinity an. Define Tn. Tn is defined like an plus 1 plus an plus 2. Then the series sigma n varies from 1 to infinity Tn. So it either this series diverges or converges to 3s minus a1 minus a2, or converges to 3s minus a1 minus 2a2, and converges to 3s minus 2a1 minus a2. So S is given to us and we have to find the summation of the series T. So S is given by here. S is a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on, which is equal to sigma an. N varies from 1 to infinity. Now Tn is given as, this is equal to an plus an plus 1 plus an plus 2. Now taking the summation on both sides, what will we get? Sigma n varies from 1 to infinity Tn. This is equal to sigma n varies from 1 to infinity an plus sigma n varies from 1 to infinity an plus 1 plus sigma n varies from 1 to infinity an plus 2. Now when we expand this series, what we are getting? We are getting this as sigma Tn n varies from 1 to infinity. This is equal to sigma an n varies from 1 to infinity plus sigma n varies from 1 to infinity an plus 1 plus sigma n varies from 1 to infinity an plus 2. So when we take the when we uh, expand it, so what you are getting? You are getting from the first term you are getting this series. Then you have a2 plus a3 and so on. Then you have a3 a3 plus a4 and so on. So now sigma an is S, or we write this as a1 plus a2 and so on an. Now Sn is given as sigma an n varies from 1 to infinity. So what this will be? S minus a1, you can write it like this, and but this is equal to S minus a1 minus a2, right? Or this is equal to S plus S minus a1 plus S minus a1 plus a2, right? Or this is equal to 3s minus 2a1 plus a2. So this is the answer and this is the fourth option. So option D is correct, right? Now take up the next question. Let A belongs to R and fx, this is equal to, when x is less than is equal to 0, value of the function is x plus A whole square. If x is greater than 0, then value of the function is x plus A whole cube. Then you have to choose which of the option is correct. So first is d square f by dx square doesn't exist at x is equal to 0 for any value of A. second is second derivative does not exist at x is equal to 0 for exactly one value of a. D square f by dx square exists at x is equal to 0 for exactly two values of a, and d square f by dx square exists at x is equal to 0 for infinitely many values of a. So you have to check which of the option is correct, and what you have to find? You have to find the second derivative of the function, whether it exists or don't exist for any value of a, for one value of a, for two value of a, or for many values of a. This is our question. Now what will we do? We will first find out the values of a. Then for corresponding values of a, we will find out d square f by dx square. So if d square f by dx square appears for those values of a, then we say that d square f by dx exists. If it doesn't, if you are not able to find d square f by dx square, then function, second derivative of the function, it doesn't exist. So first motive is to find the value of a. So what will we do? Our function fx, fx is x plus a whole square when x is less than is equal to 0, and x plus a, correct it, this is whole cube when x is greater than 0. So one correction is here, you can do the correction, so it won't take, but you can amend it. So here it is x plus a whole cube, right? Now what will we do? We will find limit fx when x approaches to 0 positive, which is equal to limit fx when x approaches to 0 negative, which is equal to value of the function. We were checking the continuity at the point 0. So when x approaches to 0, value of the function is, for positive value of a, this is a cube, which is equal to a square, which is equal to a square. So this implies you have a cube minus a square is equal to 0, or you have a square a minus 1 is equal to 0. So the values of a are 0 and 1. We are getting two values of a. Now for these corresponding values of a, we will find d square f by dx square. So for a is equal to 0. Now fx, so for a is equal to 1, for a is equal to 1, we have the function fx as x plus 1 whole square, x is less than is equal to 0, x plus 1 whole cube, this is x is greater than 0. So f dash x, what it will be? This will be 2x plus 1 when x is less than is equal to 0, and this is 3x plus 1 whole square when x is greater than 0. Now f double dash x, so this will be equal to 2 when x is less than is equal to 0, then 3 into 2 x plus 1 when x is positive. So instead of checking left hand derivative or right hand derivative, we will check the continuity of the function f double dash x. So limit f double dash x when x approaches to 0 positive, which is equal to limit f double dash x, here x approaches to 0 negative, f double dash x, and which is equal to f double dash 0. So when x is positive, so this is 6, When x is negative, this is 2 and f double dash is 2. So this implies our function fx is not continuous, at a is equal to 1. So if it is not continuous, this implies it is not differentiable. This implies f double dash x, does it exist? Does it exist at a is equal to 1? So what we have concluded? We have concluded that d square f by dx square, it doesn't exist at x is equal to 0 for any value of a. We have checked for any value of a. So we have checked for a is equal to 0 and a is equal to 1, and we are able to find that second derivative doesn't exist. So option A is correct. Now take up the next question. The radius of convergence of the power series is given by this result. You must know 1 by r, this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity a n raised to power 1 by n, or this is equal to a n plus 1 upon a n. Now question is given to us, a n is given as 1 plus 1 by n square, and we have to find its radius of convergence. So how to find? So 1 by r, this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity. This is equal to a n. Our a n is 1 plus 1 by n square whole raised to power 1 by n, or this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity 1 plus 1 by n whole raised to power n. Now this is equal to e. We know that this is the fixed result. So our r, this will be 1 by e. So it depends upon the question which formula you will apply, whether it is a n raised to power 1 by n or a n plus 1 divided by n. So in this way we can find the radius of convergence of the power series. So thanks to all. Subscribe my channel and like and share it. I am going to discuss some questions on matrices also. So we will take up the topics one by one. First of all, we have discussed some questions of sequence and series. We will take up some more questions on this also. And in the next video, I will discuss some questions on the matrices. Thank you.